I believe aggro gets better in best of 3 also. That's why Boros is performing better in best of 3 because no hand smoother and makes one person stumble. You can utilize that to your advantage better if you're playing aggro. Which is funny because that contradicts with what the common belief is. Like people think like that aggro is worse in best of 3, which I think it's wrong. Oh my, oh my. What are we taking here? Both cards are excellent. There's more likely that this is gonna be open, but this is a single color card. I think I'm on Far Fortune. It's also more splashable. This card is just so good. We happen to play with both already, so I'm not like if I haven't played with Velocipede, I would probably take it just to try it out. But last two drafts we have like last few drafts we haven't seen much green. I mean sometimes you can force green through, but yeah. Ooh, Harrier or Wicker Folk, or even Road Rage, but I think I'd rather take one of these two. I'm kind of trying to avoid green, honestly, because green decks end up in a wreck because it's never opened. Man, Harrier is so freaking good, but these two are both great cards. I think Wicker Folk's slightly more important. Can just splash a Far Fortune. That's what I'm thinking, or splash a Harrier. I'll take a Wicker Folk. Ooh, shall we? Shall we do it? We might want to wheel it, but then the thing is we can wheel an Iron Chat. Rambler is a really good card. And we could go white-black, which is what I'd rather do than go red main. I think the responsible is to take Rambler. Okay, rat now. We had pushed the limit now so many times, and even if it's the best, like we had like probably one of the better push the limits deck the other day, but it loses to itself is the problem. And you have to go out of the way immediately once you start drafting push the limit. So then the risk reward factor is really really high. Okay, just another Rambler. I think I'm aiming for black white. It's so much easier to splash red cards. Red is just red has just gunners and removal, which is all splashable. There's a lot of good blue cards. Okay. Well, we would have to take an iron. So there's like see the risk reward stuff, right? We would have to take Ironclad if I take push the limit, but we would then pass another good card. So it gets complicated then. But you cannot then pass Ironclads if you go for that strategy. One is Pride of the Road is actually a really good card. If you go start your engine. Okay, so if we are still aiming for red main, then Surveyor. The land. I guess Parry is actually fine in. I'm gonna take this. I don't know. I don't want to play too many of these. Well, now it's awkward because I think we gotta take the glider. Unless I want to go Boros and splash that, and we lose 3 cards. But black seemed pretty open. A lot of blue. Just a lot of blue. Glider is way better in Boros. Playable in black white. But black white doesn't have much that crews it early. Ramblers can later crew it. Well, this crews it now. Man, passing all the red. The blue, sorry, the blue stuff. Rough. I mean, I like a quick wielder once you have Ramblers. There's a decent red 2-drop. And this is fine. I don't want too many quick wielders. I think we kinda like this was a bit more of a decision, but we had to make a choice. Well, this wheels then. Too late. Well, obviously, but I don't think so. We passed too much. We passed too many cards that would be good in that strategy. Ooh, the spin out, which we badly need, but there's also a gas guzzler. Probably have to take a spin out. You just need certain number of ways to deal with Catrodons. Even though triggering engines on one is great, we'll get some random tokens. But I think spin out is just more important. Need to a land for Far Fortune. Another spin out. Hopefully this wheels. It's not a great card in most decks, but it would be fine in this one. Shortcut is also one of my go-to cards whenever I'm drafting these sort of Mardo decks, because you need card advantage and this triggers your engine. So it's like kinda sometimes like almost a 2.5 cards for 3 mana. The damage probably benefits you as well. The extra damage that goes both ways. Just a rat here. Although, yeah, there's some good red cards, but well, we could still obviously splash Ramblers. But I'll just take a rat here. It's also unclear, like, is rat really that much worse than these two cards? Goblin is great, I know, and Troller would be good in this deck. I like Pedal to the Metal, Paragon is whatever. Think I'm passing too much blue, but we are where we are. I don't think we can go blue now. This is an excellent 2-drop. It's also an artifact which makes quick wielders slightly better. We can double spell on 4. Now there's a land, but strike is just another way to deal with Catrodons. Bounce off Entopterist. Criminally late. We're not seeing terrors. Terror would be good in this deck. By the way, we also don't have any max speed stuff. It's just kind of funny. Because usually you have plenty of that. Well, the Far Fortune. Okay, Quick Wielder looks better and better. This is a good splash. That might be a better splash than Far Fortune. We would need lands first though. Should I spec on that? Wow, look at this freaking pack. Blue red all of a sudden. Um, just take this in case we go here. I don't know, this is a weird pile. Maybe it's a double glider deck. Okay, that wheel though, but there's a land now for this. Okay. I guess we're a triple rambler, double quick welder deck. For experimental purposes, we're too all in. We don't have any card advantage. If I pick up lands, I'm gonna splash the red cards. Why? So maybe Boros was better, but we have too many black cards now. This is good. This is good. Probably this is just what we need. And this might wheel actually, because nobody's taking white cards. I'm really a little worried that there's no real value in this deck. It's just 1-for-1s. No max speed payoffs. Lynx looks fine here. Overdrive would be great. Oh boy. Didn't take the lands. We could maybe bank on wheeling both of the lands, but that's a little bit ambitious. So now it's like, do we want to go for the red splash or take this land to get this? Or just take overdrive and go for the aggro plan. I'm just gonna take the land here, but that's great. That's a really good pickup. We're still not there with the splash. We need another land. Battle to the Metal is another card I would sometimes consider splashing, but our mana needs to get better here. Artist, whatever here. I wouldn't mind another removal, though we do have a bubble. Gunner is maybe the best splash if we get enough red sources, but that's unlikely gonna happen, right? We only have 3 picks, so I don't think a red is happening here. So maybe we have to take the removal. Matrix doesn't even look bad, but I'll just take the Wrangler, fine. 12 creatures. Pilot or Flyer. I think we're just too all in. Take the Flyer. Although this Flyer is not gonna... It's not gonna be a 3-4 early. Is that a problem? Wait, there's a land now. Or Surveyor. I hate that Surveyor is a good card and the splash is still somewhat sketchy. On 2 lands. This is good. How crazy is that we just don't have max speed outside of the Far Fortune? I'll just take the Overdrive. Funny looking deck. Wait, rare for the collection? I'm not sure if we want that. Yeah, we're gonna play the lands. I just like to remove lands so I see the actual count for the deck. I can see 16 lands, and that's the deck. We can scry into lands. This is really streamlined. And I know the rare is good, but probably not worth it. Seven, eight, 9. Have more white early, but we need double black for spin out. Might be still this. White is just too important early. The Far Fortune can be our spirit animal. I mean, I'm doing quite medium. We went 6 wins with one deck that was actually pretty good. You just stumble right now at 2 busted pools that you don't have access to in your own pot. How badly do I need black next turn? Kinda want this quick wielder and attack. The max speed is not really that present in their colors. That is fine. So I think we can let them trigger max speed. This kinda pairs up pretty poorly versus the bot. And if they attack, we get an attack with it. This card actually being impactful in a game is wild. I use strike here because it's not usually having many targets in Boros. Action Sandy, thank you so much for your subscription. Appreciate that. Also, I need to hydrate. I'm drinking too much coffee. Should I play around Lightning Strike? We limit ourselves if we draw anything here. This Tyrant is soloing this game. What do they have? Missing a color also. The problem with our deck is that it floods out every time because we don't have card advantage. Oh, they are missing a color. Maker, Twist, they are actually white-blue cycling or white-blue splashing gunners. Yeah, Rat is pretty bad for us because this doesn't save them, but not something we can play around or impact in any shape or form. Maker is good for them. They have an attack, so maybe it is Maker still. This is 2 to crew though, no, then it's this. Because then we can swing all. Thought it was 1 to crew. Oh, glider. So now the block would be this. And then we have to decide on overdrive. No, but this turn we have such a good attack all. Just not being a pilot is just so random. Like the bot would actually be so much better. If it produced a pilot. I mean, there's some artifacts that matter stuff, but yeah. Also, like, they need something to crew plus then an additional thingy. Okay. Thank you is hvala in Slovene. Okay, all of a sudden the hand is good. We do have an insane curve out plan in this deck, but that's all this deck has. Red green doesn't care about max speed most of the times. So I think we're grabbing the lands. Well, I guess this card cares about max speed, but okay. We care about lands though. Just chum block. Turn 4 Rambler. The dream, the combo. Well, this blocks the Rambler. Am I attacking with Quick Wielder? I might. I think they're gonna block the links anyhow. Don't need the Quick Wielder anymore. What we need is a second black maybe. Who needs card advantage when a 2-drop is drawing you cards? It's tutoring cards. Okay. This is a pretty rough decision for them because they actually like they limit their plays if they trade the bike. And this is obviously somebody's second account. Oh my god. Oh my, oh my. Well, that's not that devastating. Don't get a 1-drop open. No, my. Wow. Wow. Arena premium. Well, we're fine still. We're fine. We're fine. This dice. Imagine them having the Fender Rider here. Then I'm just throwing the table through the window. Yeah, just go for max damage. Don't search for lands. It makes sense if you ask me. Red is relatively good. And then we get one more scry. I do want a black source. It's kinda an awkward next turn. Can I get both? I'll take the rat. Rat is just more impactful. There was an argument to actually just not play this out. But we don't even know what we want. Because land is weird, but it does enable spin out. But we would want it this turn then. It's not guaranteed that we get it. I could just go 4 cards deep to find a land. Maybe that was the play. That's okay. What do we want on the blocks? The rat? Links? The 2-4 maybe? I don't mind trading the 5-4 for our 5-4. That 5 damage that they prevented actually did a lot. Oh no, we killed these two. Wait. That's actually a wild block. Why would you block like that? I mean, I see that they were afraid of, but there's also like the tricks are maximum overdrive. What else is there? +2/+2. Maybe they played around +2/+2. Okay. Gains them life, but it's somewhat tempo inefficient. When it whiffs, it gets them a land. Terror is relatively good here. Okay, I'll play it out. I will play it out. The temptation of cycling a land. I'll block this because of max speed. There has to be a reason for them to attack. Then this triple block, right? The triple block looks pretty good, honestly. Because now they use removal or tricks on creatures that don't really matter since the rat matters. Yeah, but I'm okay with maximum overdrive. It's not like these cards do anything. Huh? Okay, there might be a mass removal, even though I don't know what mass removal exists. And that kills the rat, which is a little bit awkward. I was more worried that they deal damage and then they play something like a 5-4 that spams tokens. Kinda wild that they decided to not kill a creature there. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, they're not dead. They go to 1. But we don't really lose anything significant. I kinda dig that play. 1, 2, 3, 6, and they have to block that. Okay. Wait, no 2-drop. But we have Quick Welder into Rambler on the draw. I don't know. Gotta keep. Dragons gives this old school Magic feeling, so I prefer dragons over Spider-Man. But that's just because I'm a boomer. I'll keep both. I hate that we give them max speed, but there's no way to prevent that. Well, we get a flyer, but I want to have the Rambler. Although synergies into Rambler is a game plan. Okay, that can kill Terror now. I really want the Rambler. I really want the Rambler. I don't think we can make a compromise on curve and kill that. But I'm gonna attack. Let's go. And yeah, hopefully max speed doesn't hurt us here too much. They're likely getting it, like they're getting it either way with Wicker Folk, unless I would go this, but then they get it with an artifact, right? Okay. So they're missing their, well, but this is their second color. What are they missing then? Gas? They maybe are flooding out. Okay. I'll just attack these two, let them react first. Not in rage, have a good one. Thank you for stopping by like always. Yeah, not much we can do. I want them to use the mana for maximum overdrive in their turn. They still had two up. This would be insane if it resolved, but it's fine if they overdrive it, they overdrive it. They were likely killing this in response to whatever they play. No, it's fine. We can do this. Like, this gets blocked here anyhow. Because they're likely that we get a 2-for-1 here or save our creature. Well, 2-for-1 is likely happening because this attack is still puts them in such a bad spot, so they have to have something, right? Okay. I'm gonna just pass. Because this matches their next play and this protects something. So we give them actually insane tempo if we play something into a counter spell. Here I'll just kill that. I'll play this, I'll play this. Tags their mana. They need 3 removal spells this way. Because we can just pump. Like if they kill these 2, we can just pump the Quick Wielder. Oh, they gain life. But that's still not enough. Mull that. There's no real upside to this hand. But this hand is pretty good. I think this is what we kind of need to do. Mull into a curve out plan. So we don't have a great plan otherwise. Not killing anything here is just awkward. There's not much that punishes us if I block 2-4 on the 2-3. Like, okay, if they have parry, +2/+2, but these colors don't really punish these attacks or these blocks that easily. And if they have one removal for the rat, the other one can maybe well, the gear hook is a problem. The gear hook is a problem. Where's one of our removal spells? Okay, we're gonna lose this so badly. Hopefully they attack. I know they can have reanimation, but what are you gonna do? This is a terrible attack for them. Otherwise, bro. This is so bad because I would want to concede will 90% of the times lose, but maybe their deck, well, maybe their deck just doesn't have insanity in it and they mill out or something. Because I want to play this anyhow. It's kind of a bad exchange, but I want the surveil. Guilty of putting a terror in the deck, so they have the access to it now. Yeah, I mean, fine, that's bunch of vanilla stuff. As long as we can, like, if we get a removal now for the engine, we're kind of Gucci. This and put a counter on it, that's better, right? Because then we attack for more in the air. But this is still an interesting game in a sense that there's decisions and potential outs, even though we're so on the back foot here. Also, opponent is playing mono quick wielders, which is kind of what our plan is. How do we kill that ever? Now we need an answer for this and that. We just ditch both. They gained like 3 life at least, or 4 with terror. Yeah, no, a flyer. Okay. Man, I hate that. I seriously hate that so much when people just go good game while when they don't have lethal or nothing. I mean, they probably win, but yeah. We also misplay, by the way, in the process. Not that it matters that much. Well, there's this awkwardness where they actually raise here now. 2 versus 3 damage. Still gotta do it. I guess like they won't be attacking with the scurry foot because the trade is alright. Okay, swamp. Still better to kill the scurry foot, right? Well, they get the mana. Might want them to use the mana for scurry foot. That's the whole turn. Have to trade one away for the 3/3. Oh, I played the land. Okay, okay. That's really bad. Punishment here is if we see the chariot. Chariot would be sick. Okay. This guy's VG anyhow, so it's pretty good at crewing. I'll play it out if they have this card, it's just awkward. This way they don't drain. Or drain ping, but yeah, this gains them life. That's insane. Let's go. Wow, Vulture did a lot. I think I misplayed there by not attacking with the 1-1 that turn. I know you can cycle, but what's the upside again of this hand? You do get draws. I think I cycle on 2. Well, I want to get a 2-drop though. And now we cycle on 1. Akil, what is up? What is up? We're playing some aggro now. That's how it's going. So, yeah, this is what's happening a lot. There's green is really hard to get in current day and age. Ooh, rewarded for cycling. I'm glad we're playing red green because we would need to pressure any other deck. Although this hand still need to get together. Ouch. Okay, that's insanely bad for us. Insanely bad. We got in a swamp. We probably just win on the spot. Bro. Tarot isn't even the worst, but I'd rather have a land. Obviously, we don't get anything. Spin out is still somewhat overrated, but yeah, it's good in this set. People still value spin outs more than bounce offs in this format is the wildest thing. So if I play this, I take 6 and then kill that. Well, that's the only play. This was tapped. And hope they have nothing. That's not nothing. Wish this gave lifelink. Right? Oh, Sky Crash. Okay. This game was a swamp away on turn 3 to kill the engineer. But we didn't, we couldn't. That face. Awkward hand, but gotta keep, I think. I'll take a draw now. Can I still take a draw? Here's an interesting cycle decision. Because we could very well do it on 3 probably. Other than if we get a 3-drop, we get punished. So it goes both ways. We probably cycle it either way. Okay. So now, yeah, I don't like throwing the turn for an overdrive. Seems like a waste, especially when we can double spell next turn. Sure. It's fine, but it's not fine. Okay, now this is an interesting decision. Because if I play the rat, I unlock my next turn. I definitely play that, but it's actually interesting. I probably have to play a rat here. This would give me a flyer though. And it's not like I want to scry a land on the top either way, right? You just gotta be efficient. Otherwise, this was a better play if we didn't take mana into account. One is stocking up. Now this is the bounce off moment, bounce off check moment. Still a 1-for-1, I guess. Okay, so let's go with this first. Don't need that. The Lynx is also kinda redundant, so I think we're gonna ditch it. Doesn't match the board well at all. I'll play that out because the rat potential. And probably just send in the synergist. But this swashbuckler scares me. More vehicles. They have 5 non-land cards. What? How are we ever beating that? Not exactly the draw we wanted. Oh wait, I missed on the damage, damn. I was like, okay. We gotta play it first, but I was looking for a reason. Bounce. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's +2 here. There's better draws, but we take something decent here. 1 damage kinda matters because the even-ish stuff here makes the rat better. The even-ish life total. You know, there's no reason to play it pre-combat. Okay, no counter spell is good. Okay. Deck looks like a pretty good blue-red, but it has a little bit of a too many vehicles problem. At least in this game. Ooh. That's a card. 6. I think we still ditch the land if we're gonna get spells. That's probably better. Could start pinging with a rat, but yeah, whatever. There is an argument to trade, but since it's a 2-turn clock, I think we just won 6 damage. Triple blue. Oh, it's just a gunner. A gunner is kinda good, but we're maybe wide enough here. Land would actually be a good draw now that I bottomed or surveilled away. Those two. Now it's Road Rage. Oh, they have 3 blockers. Well, make them have it. If people even consider it as an archetype, I don't know. In Quick Welder, there is a card in blue-white for sure. Man, we keep on losing to Gurul or what because our hands are not coming together. We have at least a kill spell now. Okay, Glider makes a lot of sense here because we can have overdrive up. Not even sure how bad. Maybe I needed to trade the Glider away, but the crewing cost is real. I think I needed to trade the Glider away here. I was too hasty. Oh wait, that's actually insane for us. Maybe we go aggro now. Actually, I think we gained enough tempo. We gain a life. We hit 4-5. We go to 9. Okay. And is off. What we can do is attack these to have that up and trade. That's like a good compromise. So need to draw well. We don't have a plan. Like we need to trade with that terror. But then a Catradon or something is devastating. Imagine waiting. Yeah, still bad for us, but double block. Wow. Okay. That was pretty lucky. I cannot lie. Needs what, 3 to crew anyhow. The early I messed up for sure. I should have traded with the glider. That was definitely bad. I don't think there's anything. Because even run over cannot deal with the 6-6 now or the 4-5, so we need to make sure it's attack. Basically swing everything, right? All three. These have been surprisingly good in the right deck, but they're so specific because most decks don't want them. I think once you have gliders, they get interesting. Like once you want to play gliders, because the gliders can crew them, and then these can crew the gliders, like you get the idea. Just lag for murder. And then some maybe other vehicle stuff. And the only thing I don't like with keeping both is the fact that we need a creature along the way. We only have one vulture. I'm gonna keep both. So we can go this, then we can scry into more stuff. I mean, now lightning strike gets us. Unless they really want to kill the vehicle. Sky crash. Okay, that makes sense, but that's good for us. That is good for us. Road rage as well. Probably need to take a land. Huh. Yeah, we need a land. Land is better. This deck doesn't really operate well on ODRA. Push the limit deck. Cycling. We need a land here. We need to pressure. Because our deck really doesn't operate well going late that game. We need a combination. And we can go late game if we have a combination of tempo going on. More outrages. Okay. Stop it, Oppo. No more kill spells. Okay, that's a great draw. Can't believe our opponent answered. Without taking a damage, they answered 3 of our threats. Straight up. But yeah, specific cards. Specific draws. Okay. 310. They're almost dead. And they gain some life here potentially. Push the limit is only one vehicle. Real life changes stuff, no, but okay. This is better to just kill, probably. Well, what happens if I drain now? They go to 5, then kill 1. If I kill that, that's pretty much the same, isn't it? Because then I can drain in my turn, but they gain less life. Drain. That is better. Road Rage, third one. Okay. Real life. Draw card. Need to make sure we don't die to push the limit, but we're not that close. Well, it's pretty close now. It's only 12. 12 now. Oh, mass removal. Oh. Actually means we could potentially lose. Bro, we're gonna lose this one or what if they have pushed the limit. I mean, right now we're in insanely terrible spot. Pilot is awkward because now they're going ballista with this. But there was no way to push more damage. We need another rat. Interesting, but yeah. Have one more rat, yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. I think that's our only real out. It's on the bot. Oh yeah, true. True. Wow. Man, but I mean, what are we supposed to do? This is the most random thing that happened, but yeah. Just gonna block with that. Gives us enough creatures now, but but what are the odds? Okay, that's not a creature. Yeah, there's no way to shuffle in our deck. Just get to down to last card. I'm attacking both. If they don't play a creature here. I guess a kill spell for a flyer. The gain life is the awkward part. We're not dead. How do we beat life gain here? No, but Lynx dies. No reason to double block it. Yeah, now they're on 3. Which means Which means we gotta attack both and then hope they don't draw a creature. Wow. So we would need them to block this one over that one, which is not gonna happen, right? So it's pretty much the same. And this is 3 damage. That's a bad sign that they're going face, so they don't need anything here, yeah. How sick is Coordinator with push? Now removal is not good enough because they don't need to crew. It has to be this, yeah. No, now Cycler and a creature kills us. Hmm. What a game. This game is something. So we gotta swing here if we wanna win. And then we die to a cycler and a creature again. But we were in that situation like trillion times ago, like trillion turns ago. So gotta do it. It'd be so much easier to get the Rambler now and not sweat that much. Come on, Oppo. Lands. Where are the lands? No. That gets us on 1. If there's 2 lands, we win. Okay, do you have it? I don't think they have it. What a game, what a freaking game. We actually managed to it came down to luck, but I would give this deck a 4 wins when we drafted it, but it played out actually better than the other deck we had. And this was a learning experience because I'm now way higher on this sort of a plan. Like basically that's an archetype. These 2 cards together in multiples. And then you build around that by playing like terrors. What's the other card? This. Like basically this is like terror is not underrated, so it's hard to get it, but you can get synergies almost whenever. And that kind of fits into that plan. It's actually a real viable aggro plan because I don't think red-white small creatures do it. You need big creatures early. I think this is a mono-white deck. This is not really a Boros deck. Like these cards work really well together. Like Scouters get better with Gliders. Quick Welder because a turn 4 Rambler is viable. And then I think the other part of the deck needs to be whatever can deal with big creatures. So overdrives, removal. And that's an archetype, like a pretty non-existent archetype till now. I mean, other people have drafted it probably, but it's not like something that's talked about and something I just figured out now. I wouldn't force that, but it's an interesting information to have if you end up in a draft where you're not getting the good cards and you're seeing a lot of ramblers.